Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. Happy 4th of July. And we're going to bring you some more Pro Strategy Football 2021 WFL-USFL-AAFC League Week 1. And this is another big matchup, and this comes in our South Division. The 1984 Houston Gamblers taking on the 1974 Birmingham Americans. The Gamblers out of the USFL, the Americans out of the World Football League. In 1974, the Birmingham Americans went 15-5 and won the last championship in the World Football League. They're coached by Jack Goto. The Houston Gamblers were 13-5, made the playoffs but failed to get to the USFL championship game. Head coach Jack Pardee and a quarterback that everyone's very familiar with, Jim Kelly. The Americans are 3-point favorites at home here at Legion Field, and the over-under 57. This should be a shootout here in Birmingham, Alabama. This is a PC versus PC game, and I will just be giving you the call. Let's scout the teams. And let's start with the visiting Houston Gamblers. Run blocking, pass blocking, both 6s. Red zone offense, very good. It's an 8. They're going to put up points. Team discipline, below average at a 4. Ball security, below average at a 4. 2-minute offense, excellent at an 8. On the road, they are a 7. Again, rating system, 1 through 9. 1 being the worst, 9 being the best. Run defense and pass defense, both 6s. Pass rush is a 7. Red zone defense is average at a 5. They cause fumbles, which is turnovers basically, at a 6. Defensive stamina, not good, 4. And they will give up big plays, as controlling or preventing big plays by their opponents is only a 3. For the Birmingham Americans out of the World Football League, 1974, run blocking, pass blocking, red zone offense, team discipline, ball security, 2-minute offense, 7s across the board. At home, they are a 9. They have a good home field advantage. Run defense is a 5. Pass defense is a 6. Pass rush is a 5. This is why it looks to be a shootout here. Red zone defense, 7. Turnovers causing fumbles, 7. Defensive stamina, 7. Controlling or preventing big plays, 7. So that's where they're going to have an edge possibly against the Gamblers on defense. Coaching, again, the coach for the Birmingham Americans is Jack Gatto. He likes to run the ball. They'll take typical risks, and they will run the halfback mostly. In pass usage, they like to throw to the wideouts. They favor a 4-3 on defense. They'll bounce between man and zone, and they will blitz when they have to. For the Houston Gamblers, head coach Jack Pardee, they're a heavy passing team. They want to throw with Jim Kelly. They'll take typical risks, and when they do run, it's with the halfback, and they'll throw the ball all over the place, and they like to use 3 to 4 wide receivers. They favor a 3-4 on defense. They bounce between man and zone, and they will blitz when they have to, in their eyes. The offensive line for the 1984 Houston Gamblers: Ernie Rogers, Scott Bosher, Frank Kalil, Bill Searcy, Tommy Robinson. The extra offensive lineman, Donnie Martin. For the Birmingham Americans on the offensive line, Bob Wolf, Jim Kriegel, John Matlack, Joe O'Connell, Paul Costa. The extra offensive lineman, Buddy Brown. The starting offense for the Birmingham Americans, George Myra is at quarterback. The running backs are Paul Robinson and Charlie Haraway, former Redskin, I do believe. Alfred Jenkins went on to play for the Atlanta Falcons. He's at one wideout. Dennis Homan at the other. Starting tight end Jim Bishop. You'll also see at wideout Denny Duran and Steve Burrows. The backup tight end is Bob Brown. For the Houston Gamblers, 1984, Jim Kelly under center. Sam Harrell and Todd Fowler are your running backs. Scott McGee, Richard Johnson, the wideout. Starting tight end Ricky Sanders. And he's at tight end because they basically play a run and shoot and didn't use a tight end. And in this game, the 2022 version has many more formations. It's going to be outstanding. You'll also see at wideout Gerald McNeil and Greg Moser. And also out there catching balls, Mark Barus. The defensive line for the Houston Gamblers: Pete Catan, Tony Fitzpatrick, Hosea Taylor, Cleveland Crosby. The extra defensive lineman, Brad Ane. For the Birmingham Americans on defensive line, Dick Trower, Clarence Washington, Larry Estes, John Andrews. Extra defensive lineman, Butch Berzina. Linebackers and defensive backs for the Birmingham Americans. Linebackers, Jim Teal, Warren Capone, Gary Champagne, Ross Brubaker. Defensive backs, Gerard Williams, Dickie Lyons, Randy Lee, Larry Willingham. Nickelback, Cecil Leonard, Dimeback, Willie Smith. For the Houston Gamblers, linebackers, Andy Hawkins, Ricky Young, Eric Soggins, Kiki Diala. Defensive backs, Mike Mitchell, Tom Myers, Calvin Eason, Will Lewis. Nickelback, Hollis Hall, Dimeback, Reggie Vonner. The kicker, Tony Frisch for the Gamblers. The punter, Dale Walters. For the Birmingham Americans, the kicker is Earl Sark. The punter is Earl Sark. And as they say in pro strategy football, let's do this. And we will watch live. So Tony Frisch will kick off as the Birmingham Americans won the toss and they elected to receive. Here's Tony Frisch with the kickoff. Big matchup here in the South Division, Week 1. From the goal line comes Edwards, 10, 15, cuts to the outside, 20, 25, zigzags, 30, 35, and brought down by Tony Frisch. Pot-bellied Tony Frisch trips him up. It's a 32-yard return. The Birmingham Americans start 1st and 10 at their 35. Robinson and Haraway are your backs. Holman and Jenkins your wideouts. Bishop's the tight end. Myra under center. 3-4 man coverage for the Houston Gamblers. 1st and 10. Myra gives it to Haraway, and he is stopped in the backfield for a yard loss. Fitzpatrick of the Gamblers with the tackle. 2nd and 11. 4 wide out set now for the Americans. Duran, Jenkins, and Barros to the bottom of the screen. Holman to the top. Robinson the lone setback. Man coverage, no safety help for the Gamblers. Myra takes the snap. He's going to throw. A quick out. Incomplete. Pass intended for Holman. Well covered by Lewis. A big 3rd and 11 here. Duran is the slot receiver. Holman and Jenkins out wide. Bishop comes back in at tight end. Robinson again, your lone setback. Nickel man coverage for the Gamblers. Big 3rd and 11. Myra back to pass. Extra blockers. He throws deep. Incomplete. Jenkins had a step on Mitchell, but Myra, the pass was a little too tall and far. 4th down. The Americans will have to punt. Joining us here at Legion Field in Birmingham, Alabama, Steeler fan 1933. a.k.a. Matt. Hope all is well. As he says, go Gamblers. I went to a few of their games when I was a kid. Excellent. So, Sark to punt for about his 17, excuse me. And McNeil, a short return of 2 yards on the 33-yard punt by Sark. So the Gamblers, high-octane offense, will take the field with Jim Kelly at quarterback. 1st and 10 for the Gamblers at their 35. McGee and Johnson out wide. Sanders, the tight end, and Fowler and Harrell, are the backs. 4-3 man coverage for the Americans. Kelly gives it to Fowler, and the fullback plunges forward for only a yard. Estes on the tackle. 2nd and 9 for the Gamblers. Split backfield once again. Man coverage, 3-4 for the Birmingham Americans. Kelly gives it to Harrell, and he's going to pick up a few on the trap play. Pick up of 2. 3rd and 7. Washington on the tackle for the Americans. 4 wide out set for the Gamblers. Moser and McGee to the top, McNeil and Johnson to the bottom. Harrell the lone setback, Kelly under center. Nickel coverage, man for the Americans. 3rd and 7, Gamblers looking to convert. Kelly back to pass, it's a draw to Harrell, and he's got the first down and more. He crosses midfield, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, and he is tackled from behind by Lee, but a flag litters the field. Will this nullify the 42-yard run? What a call by Kelly and Jack Pardee, but what is the penalty? Holding on Houston, and that brings that huge run back. Again, team discipline very poor for Houston. Instead of 1st and 10, it will be 3rd and 17 for the Gamblers from their 28. A huge holding call. Again, 4 wide out set for the Gamblers. Moser, McGee, McNeil, and Johnson. Harrell the lone setback. Nickel, zone coverage. Actually, that is nickel 3-4. It's a 3-4 zone coverage for the Americans. Kelly back to pass. He throws incomplete.
4th down.
Looking for McNeil on the medium slant to the middle. Champagne on the coverage, 4th and 17. Walters will punt from his 11. Walters gets the punt off. From about the 28 comes Jenkins, zigzags down the sideline. He fumbles and the ball goes out of bounds. The Birmingham Americans catch a break. Christopher Anderson is here in Birmingham, Alabama at Legion Field. Hope all is well, Christopher, as he says, let's go Gamblers. 2nd crack. Oh! The Gamblers recovered the football. I thought it bounced out of bounds. So Jim Kelly and the offense back on the field after the Jenkins fumbled near the sidelines. Coach Jack Godo not very happy as he is arguing with the officials, but Birmingham has coughed up the ball. McGee, McNeil, and Johnson are your backs. Sanders the tight end. Harrell the lone setback. Again, the Gamblers really did not play with a tight end, but because of the way the game engine is in this version, which was changing the new version 2022, Sanders was a wide receiver, but they put him at tight end because that's the only place you could fit him in. Kelly 1st and 10. Oh, the Americans jump off sides. It'll be 1st and 5 for Houston at the Gambler 32. AJC Birmingham should pull off the upset. Kelly brings them to the line of scrimmage again. 4 wide out set. Harrell the lone setback. Man coverage, 4 down linemen for the Americans. 1st and 5. Kelly to throw, a lot of time. And complete to McNeil, 1st down. Medium cross. Picks up 14. Champagne on the tackle. 1st and 10 for the Gamblers after the turnover. On the Americans' 18-yard line. Kelly assesses the situation. Again, man coverage, 4 down linemen for the Americans. It's a blitz. Kelly, they pick it up. He has time. He throws to the end zone. Too high. Incomplete. McGee went high in the air, battling Williams, but could not come down with the ball. 2nd and 10 for the Gamblers at the 18 of Birmingham. Clark and Fowler are your split backs. Johnson, McGee out wide. Sanders the tight end. Kelly under center. 4-3, 2 deep zone for Birmingham. 2nd down. And Birmingham moved. Clark goes to the right.
3rd down, penalty.
He'll pick up 3, but I believe this flag will be on Birmingham. And offsides Birmingham. Houston accepts 2nd and 5. So it's 2nd and 5 from the Americans 13. Clark the lone setback. Mauser and McGee to the top. McNeil and Johnson to the bottom. 2 deep zone. 4 down linemen for the Americans. Kelly to Clark. Clark goes to the right. He's going to pick up 4. Actually, they'll spot it a 3-yard gain. Tackled by Williams. 3rd and 2. I formation now. Fowler the up back. Harrell behind him. Everyone up in the box for the Americans. You got to watch out for play action fake here. Kelly's going to take it himself, and he will not get the first down. Holy cow, Kelly called his own number. Try to get to the corner. He could not. He only picks up 1, 4th and 1. And here's Tony Frisch for a short field goal. It is up and good.
It's good.
3-0. Gamblers. They didn't gamble too much there on that drive after the fumble, but they do have the lead. That was a 26-yard field goal by Frisch. Frisch will now kick off. 10-14 to play in the first quarter. The Americans set for the return, but they will take a... No, that ball sails out of the end zone. It's a touchback. 1st and 10 at the 20 for the Americans. Myra under center, Robinson and Haraway, the split backs, Holman and Jenkins, the wideouts, Bishop, the tight end. Jenkins fumbled the ball on the punt return that led to the Gamblers getting a field goal. 1st and 10. It's a run to Robinson.
2nd down.
Picks up 3 on the trap play. It's going to be 2nd and 7, under 10 to play in the first quarter. Man coverage 3-4 for the Gamblers. Split backfield for the Americans. 2nd and 7. Myra back to pass. He pumps. He throws. Incomplete. Myra off target once again. Pass intended for Jenkins. 3rd and 7. Myra in shotgun. Cantrell next to him. Holman and Duran to the top. Bishop and Jenkins to the bottom. No safety help. No safety help for the Gamblers. Shotgun snap. Myra looking, and he is sacked. The pocket finally collapsed. Scoggins is credited with the sack. And the Americans will punt. Sark from his end zone. Gamblers coming after it, and Sark is nailed. Here's the return by McNeil. He crosses midfield. He zigzags 40, 35, 30. He could go all the way, 25, and brought down by Sarks. But they nailed Sarks. Birmingham has the ball. 4th and 10. They'll punt again. As they only say running into the kicker. We play with old school rules. So it was not a 15-yard penalty. So Sark will now punt from his 4. Gamblers come after him again. They pull up this time. And from about the 45, McNeil, he crosses midfield, picks up 6 on the 33-yard punt. Houston in excellent field position. 1st and 10 at the Birmingham 47. 8:41 to play in the first quarter. Big matchup, Week 1 South Division of our WFL-USFL-AAFC League. If you haven't seen the game, Browns, the 1948 Cleveland Browns out of the AAFC, taking on the Denver Gold 1984 USFL. What a game that was yesterday. Here we go, 1st and 10. Kelly back to pass. He has time. Zips it to the sideline. Complete to Johnson. 20, 15, and tackled around the 14. 33 yards. Kelly to Johnson. Lee with the touchdown-saving tackle. Chris Anderson says, at this pace, I'm taking the under. Birmingham, 3-point favorites at home, over under 57. Gamblers looking to put a touchdown up here. Just over 8 to play in the first quarter. Mauser, McGee, McNeil to the top, Johnson to the bottom. Harrell the lone setback. Zone coverage, 4 down linemen for the Birmingham Americans. Kelly pitches to Harrell. Harrell zigzagging, and he gets inside the 5. 12 yards for Harrell, tackled by Lions, first and goal for the 1984 Houston Gamblers out of the USFL. Kelly brings the offense to the line of scrimmage. Everyone up in the box for the Birmingham Americans on defense. Fowler and Harrell are the backs. Kelly pitches to Harrell, and he is in.
Touchdown.
The pitch left, and Harrell waltzes in for the Nestea plunge. 9-0 Houston. Here's the replay in slow motion. Great blocking by the Gamblers' offensive line, sealing off the inside on the pitch left.
Touchdown.
We await the Tony Frisch extra point. Dylan to hold. Frisch puts it up, and the pot-bellied Frisch puts it through.
It's good.
10-0 Houston. Can the Americans answer? Frisch will kick off. 7:18 left in the first quarter. Americans waiting for the return. It is deep in the end zone and out of bounds again. Frisch really booting the poop out of the ball. 1st and 10 at the Birmingham Americans 20. Holman, Jenkins out wide. Bishop's the tight end. Cantrell and Harway are your backs. Myra under center. Man coverage. It looks like they're doubling Alfred Jenkins. You can see Gambler free safety Myers, number 37, favoring the bottom of the screen. Myra pitches to Cantrell. He'll pick up a couple.
Second down.
2 yards on the pitch left, tackled by Crosby of the Gamblers. 2nd and 8. Myra assesses the situation for the Birmingham Americans. It looks like a 3-4 man coverage. Myra, it's a sweep to Haraway, and the former Redskin does not get much at all. Only picks up 1 yard as they stretch the play out. Knocked out of bounds. 3rd and 7 for Birmingham. They're not looking too good right now. Jenkins at the top. Duran in the slot. Holman at the bottom. Bishop the tight end. Robinson the lone setback. Myra facing a 3rd and 7 man coverage. It looks like they're doubling Jenkins to the top of the screen. Myra to throw. Extra blockers. He has time. He throws. Complete to Holman.
First down.
On the medium out. And he goes out of bounds. Gain of 14. Big play for the Birmingham Americans. They're down by 10. 5:40 and counting in the first quarter. Haraway and Robinson are the backs. Man coverage. 3-4 for the Gamblers. It's a run to Robinson on the trap play. 3 yards. Soggins on the stop. 2nd and 7. Just over 5 to play in the first quarter. I formation for the Birmingham Americans. 4-3 man coverage for the Gamblers. It's a handoff to Robinson. He bounces outside, picks up 1 yard, knocked out of bounds. This Gambler defense really with good pursuit. 3rd and 6 from the Birmingham 41. Robinson comes on the field. Duran comes on. He's the slot receiver. Holman and Jenkins out wide. Bishop is the tight end. 3-4 man coverage for the Gamblers. Big 3rd and 6 here for Myra and the Americans. Myra back to pass. Middle. Complete to Duran.
4th down.
But he is a yard short. Pick up a 5. Soggins with an excellent tackle denies the Americans moving the chains. 4th and 1. And Sark will punt from about his 30. Angling for the sidelines, trying to pin the Gamblers back, and it's going to go out inside the 5. A heck of a punt by Sark. 50 yards. Gamblers have it. 1st and 10 at their 4. And they have spread this American defense out wide. Moser and McGee to the top. Johnson and McNeil to the bottom. Haraway the lone setback. Jim Kelly under center. No safety help. Everyone up in the box for the Birmingham Americans. Kelly might burn them deep here. And it's a blitz. Kelly throws. Hits Johnson on the short out pattern. Picks up 8, but a yellow flag litters the field. Could it be holding on the Gamblers? And no, it's defensive holding on Birmingham. 1st and 10 for Houston. At their 9. Now Houston comes with 2 backs, Fowler and Harrell. 3-4 zone coverage for the Birmingham Americans. Kelly to throw. Middle, complete to Johnson.
2nd down.
Gain of 7. Tackled by Champagne. 2nd and 3. Kelly in shotgun, Clark next to him. Moser and McGee to the top, McNeil and Johnson to the bottom. 4-3 man coverage for the Americans. Shotgun snap to Jim Kelly. Kelly throws, complete to Johnson again.
1st down.
Pickup of 7. Gamblers moving the chains. They stick with the 4 wide out set. Moser, McGee, McNeil, Johnson, Harrell the lone setback. The Americans need to stop this tremendous offense of the Gamblers. It's a run. Harrell will go to his right, pick up 5 yards. Capone on the stop. 2nd and 5, under 2 minutes of play in the first quarter. Kelly brings them to the line of scrimmage. Looking at man coverage. Kelly gives it to Harrell. Harrell has some room and the 1st down. It was plugged up in the middle. He bounced to the outside, picked up 6, but a flag on the field. Holding on Houston will nullify the 1st down. Instead, it'll be 2nd and 15. Houston has the ball on their 18. Fowler and Harrell are the backs now. Zone coverage, 4 down linemen for the Birmingham Americans. 10-0 Gamblers. Kelly pitches to Fowler, and the fullback barely gets back to the line of scrimmage, struggles for a yard. It'll be 3rd and 14. Trower on the tackle for the Birmingham Americans. 3rd and 14. 2 deep zone for the Americans. 4 down linemen. Shotgun for Kelly. Kelly has it. He has a lot of time. He throws to the out. Incomplete. Pass intended for McGee, covered by Capone. Walters will punt from his 2. Just over a minute to play in the first quarter. 10-0 Houston Gamblers. Here's the return from the 39, and Jenkins gets popped, but he holds on to the pigskin. No fumbling of the slippery pigskin. Good field position for Myra and the Birmingham offense. 1st and 10 at their 41. Holman and Jenkins out wide. Bishop's the tight end. Cantrell and Haraway the backs. 4 down linemen for Houston. Man coverage. Myra, it's a sweep to Cantrell.
2nd down.
Around the corner for 3. Catan on the tackle for Houston. This should be the last play of the first quarter. Zone coverage for the Gamblers. Myra's to throw. Complete to Jenkins. He took a big hit in traffic, but held on to the ball. Gain of 10. 1st down. Hawkins really put a pop on Jenkins. And that ends the first quarter. 10-0 Houston. We now go to station identification break. You're watching Pro Strategy Football 2021 WFL-USFL-AAFC League on the Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. I greatly appreciate your time. We will take a sip of water and continue on to the second quarter. If you're just joining us, Birmingham are 3-point favorites. The over-under is 57. So they switch sides. 1st and 10 for Birmingham at the Houston 46. Haraway and Robinson in the staggered backfield. Jenkins and Holman out wide. Bishop's the tight end. 3-4, 2 deep zone for the Houston Gamblers. Myra to throw. Has time. He's throwing deep. Incomplete.
2nd down.
As Myra was looking for Jenkins again, well covered by the Houston Gamblers. Soggins The linebacker helped out, clogging up the lane in that 2-deep zone. 2nd and 10. Myra brings the offense to the line of scrimmage. 2-deep zone for the Gamblers, 3 down linemen. Myra back to pass. It's a screen to Robinson. Robinson will pick up 6. Actually, he'll struggle for an extra yard, 7 yards. He'll make it 3rd and 3. Good result on the screen. Lewis on the stop for the Gamblers. 3rd and 3 from the Houston 39, 10-0 Houston. Robinson, the lone setback for the Americans. Barros and Jenkins to the top. Duran and Holman to the bottom. Man coverage, no safety help. And Robinson's got the first down. Counter left. Robinson picks up 4. Soggins has been a big on defense with his tackles. And he's going to be banged up a bit. 1st and 10 for the Americans at the Houston 35. Harway and Robinson, your split backs. Man coverage, 3 down linemen for the Gamblers. Myra gives it to Robinson.
2nd down.
No gain. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Barros, Jenkins, Duran, Holman are the wideouts. Cantrell, the lone setback. 4 down linemen, nickel, zone coverage for the Gamblers. Myra back to pass. He throws the out. Incomplete. Diving attempt by Holman. Lewis was in coverage, but it brings up a 3rd and 10. 12:55 left in the half. Myra barks out the signals against zone coverage. Back to throw. He has time. He zips it to the sideline. Incomplete again.
4th down.
Jenkins was well covered. 4th and 10. I don't think they can attempt a field goal from this distance, and they're going to try it. Sark for the long field goal. He kicks it low and hard, but it's good! Holy cow! Sarks puts it through. He kicked it low, hard, and accurate, and that was the only way he was going to put it through. 52-yard field goal by Sark. And the Birmingham Americans are on the scoreboard. It's now 10-3 Houston. Sark to kick off. Houston sets for the return. But that's going to carry deep into the end zone. And Verdun will take a knee. Houston starts 1st and 10 at their 20. Johnson, Sanders, McGee, your receivers. Fowler, Harrell, your running backs. Man coverage, 4 down linemen for the Americans. Kelly will take the snap. Kelly back to pass. He throws. Complete to Johnson on the sidelines. That was a streaking pattern. Picks up 18. Winningham on the tackle. 1st and 10 for Houston at their 38. Birmingham, 3 down linemen, man coverage. Kelly, handoff to Fowler. The fullback turns the corner
2nd down.
on the sweep left, but only picks up 2. Excellent pursuit by the Birmingham Americans. Andrews on the tackle. 2nd and 8 for Houston at their 40. Fowler and Clark are your running backs now. Zone coverage, 4 down linemen for the Birmingham Americans. Kelly back to pass, and he is sacked.
3rd down.
Good pressure by the Americans. Andrews on the sack. 3rd and 16. Kelly in shotgun, Clark next to him. Sanders and McGee to the bottom, McNeil and Johnson to the top. Man coverage. Nickel. No, I'm sorry, that's a 3-4 man coverage for the Birmingham Americans. Shotgun snap to Kelly. Kelly throws, complete to Johnson. He'll pick up 14, but they needed 16. Lions tripped him up before they could move the chains. 4th and 2. And Pardee sends out the punt team. Walters to punt, trying to pin the Americans back. From about the 11 is Smith, and he gets nailed. Only a 1-yard return. He was lucky to hold on to that football. 10:01 left in the first half. 10-3 Gamblers. 1st and 10 for the Americans at their 14. Haraway and Robinson are the backs. Holman and Jenkins the wideouts. Bishop's the tight end. Zone coverage. 3 down linemen for Houston. Myra gives it to Robinson, and he is stuffed.
Second down.
No gain. Stood up and knocked down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Under 10 to play now. Duran comes on the field. He's the slot receiver. Robinson the lone setback. Zone coverage. 4 down linemen for Houston. Myra. It's a give to Robinson. He bounces to the outside as the middle was plugged up. Picks up to Catan on the tackle. 3rd and 8. Under 9 to play. 4 wide receivers for the Birmingham Americans. Barros and Jenkins to the top. Duran and Holman to the bottom. Robinson the lone setback. Zone coverage for the Gamblers. Myra to throw. Has time. Complete to Holman. First down. Gain of 11. Soggins, the linebacker, he's all over the place on the stop. Robinson, the lone setback once again. Duran in the slot. 4 down linemen for the Gamblers. Man coverage. Myra. It's a reverse to Bishop, and Bishop will pick up 4. A tight end reverse, so a little razzle-dazzle by Jack Gatto, the coach. 2nd and 6. Under 8 to play in the first half. Houston 10. Birmingham 3. Contrell and Haraway are your split backs now. Man coverage, 3 down linemen for Houston. It's a blitz. Myra under duress. And he throws. No! Contrell makes the catch. Oh, man. Unbelievable. Myra stood tall in that pocket, and as he was hit, he zipped it to Contrell. I thought that ball was going to get picked. Here's the replay in slow motion. As Myra is being hit, he releases the ball. And Cottrell, the safety valve, I thought that pass was intended to the wideout, but Cottrell leaped and made the catch, probably wisely so, and it's a first down, gain of 7. Under 7 to play in this first half. Robinson and Haraway are your backs. Zone coverage, 3 down linemen for the Gamblers. Myra to throw. Sidelines. Incomplete. A little too tall for Holman. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. From the Birmingham 38, under 7 to play. Myra barks out the signals. Myra to throw. Pumps. Sideline. Picked off by Lewis. So Houston gets their 2nd turnover as Myra is picked off by Lewis. Picks up a few yards after the interception. Houston will have it 1st and 10 at their 48. Here's the replay in slow motion. Myra was looking for Holman. And watch Lewis come right over and step in front of this.
Interception.
So Houston is in business. 10-3 Houston. 6:38 left in the first half. 4 wide receivers set for the Gamblers. Moser, McGee to the top, McNeil and Johnson to the bottom. Haraway the lone setback. Man coverage, no safety help for the Americans. Kelly pitches to Haraway. Haraway crosses midfield. Pick up a 4, 2nd and 6. 6 minutes and counting. Split backfield now for the Gamblers. Haraway and Fowler. Man coverage for the Birmingham Americans. And it's a run to Haraway. And he'll pick up 4 yards on the off tackle right. Capone makes the tackle. Christopher Slovic has joined us here in Birmingham. Hope all is well. Check out that wonderful YouTube channel. Christopher Slovic says, Lions on the same team with Kelly. 4 years later, he was the guy the ref said was giving Kelly the business over the PA system. That was a fun call. I remember that. I didn't realize that those were the players, though. Thank you for joining us, Christopher. Kelly, and a flag on the play. I think this will be on Houston. And it is. Dead ball foul. Movement before the snap. Back up the bus. Will be 3rd and 5 for the Gamblers from their 49. McNeil in the slot. Johnson, McGee, and Sanders are the other receivers. Haraway, the lone setback. Man coverage, 4 down linemen for the Americans. Big 3rd and 7 here for the Gamblers. It's a pitch to Haraway, and he's got the first down.
First down.
Haraway picked his hole and accelerated, made a quick move. 9 yards. Capone tripped him up, but it's 1st and 10, under 5 to play in the first half. Gamblers come to the line of scrimmage. Kelly will take the snap. Kelly gives it to Haraway again, and Haraway with a big run towards the sidelines. Knocked out of bounds. No, they're going to say he was in bounds, but it was gain of 18. Williams makes the tackle. So the Gamblers looking to extend their 7-point lead, 1st and 10 at the Birmingham 22. Johnson, Sanders, McGee, your wideouts, or your receivers, excuse me. Haraway and Fowler are your backs. 4 down linemen, man coverage for the Americans. Kelly, it's a run. The fullback Fowler.
Second down.
On the counter right, 3 yards, tackled by Washington. 2nd and 7 from the 19. Shotgun for Kelly. Clark next to him. Johnson and McNeil to the top. McGee and Mauser to the bottom. Shotgun snap. No safety help for the Americans. It's a draw to Clark.
3rd down.
And he picks up 2. 3rd and 5. Estes stayed home. He wasn't fooled on that play. Under 3 to play. Kelly stays in shotgun. Clark goes off the field. Harrell is next to Kelly. Sanders comes back on. He's tight to the line. Johnson and McNeil to the top. McGee to the bottom. The Americans are up in the box. They don't believe it's going to be a pass. No safety help. Will Kelly go to the end zone? It's a screen. Harrell, and he is smothered under at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Great job by the Birmingham Americans defense. That will bring out Tony Frisch for a short field goal attempt. Dillon to hold. Frisch puts it up and through. 13-3. Houston back up by 10. Dave Gardner is here in Birmingham, Alabama. Hope all is well. Uncle Dave, I was watching some of your golf. Check out that wonderful channel, Dave Gardner. He's very close to 1,000 subscribers. And, of course, check out Digital to Dice with Ron Juckett and Dave Gardner on Spreaker or wherever fine podcasts can be listened to as they discuss all things sports sim gaming in nature. That was a 34-yard field goal for Frisch. 2:06 left in the half. Frisch to kick off. 10-point lead for the Gamblers. Big game for week 1 in the South Division. From the end zone comes Edwards. 10, cuts to the middle, cuts back out. 20, and Houston really recovered well on that. 25-yard return by Edwards, but I thought he was going to pop for a little farther. Oh, shoot. Back. There we go. Sorry about that. 2-minute warning. Myra really hasn't moved the offense too well. Barrows, Jenkins to the top. Duran and Holman to the bottom. 4 wide receivers set. Robinson the lone setback. Zone coverage for the Gamblers. Myra's to throw. It's a screen. Robinson has it. Robinson going to the sidelines.
Second down.
7 yards out of bounds, but there's a flag. Roughing the passer. That's going to tack on 15 as the Gamblers gave the business to Myra, and maybe it was Lions who gave the business to Myra. So a 1st down and 10 at the Birmingham Americans' 45-yard line. To the line of scrimmage they come. Again, 4 wide receivers set. Robinson lone setback. Zone coverage for the Gamblers. Myra back to pass. Under duress. He's going to scramble, and he will lose a yard. Knocked out of bounds. He is sacked. 2nd and 11. Harway and Robinson are your split backs for the Americans. Jenkins and Holman outside. Bishop's the tight end. 4 down linemen, man coverage for the Gamblers on 2nd and 11 from Birmingham's 44. Myra to throw. He has a lot of time. Deep sideline. Caught by Jenkins, and he goes out of bounds. Gain of 24. They'll spot it at the Houston 32. Here come the Birmingham Americans. Myra quickly gets them to the line of scrimmage. Robinson, the lone setback. Duran in the slot. Man coverage, 4 down linemen for the Gamblers. Myra to throw. Underneath to Holman. He'll pick up a few.
2nd down.
3 yards, and he goes out of bounds. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. 2nd and 7. 1:29 left in the half. Houston 13. Birmingham 3. Cantrell comes in as the running back. Man coverage for the Gamblers. 2nd and 7. Myra to throw. Cantrell stays in the block. Myra zips it to the sidelines. Jenkins makes the catch on the medium hitch. 10 yards. Tackled by Young. Birmingham in the hurry-up. 4 wide receivers set. Myra throws. Intercepted by Eason. The 2nd pick by Myra. Oh, he got greedy. An interception in the end zone. Here's the replay in slow motion. Myra, I thought it was going to be a touchdown. Eason took it right out of the receiver's hands.
Interception. Touchdown.
And Houston will have it 1st and 10 at their 20. And Jack Godo not happy on that Birmingham sideline. All right. Houston has all 3 timeouts. 1:04 left in the half. They're up 13-3. Johnson, Sanders, McGee, your receivers. Actually, and in the slot is Moser. Harrell, the lone setback. Man coverage for the Americans. Kelly hands it off to Harrell, and he'll pick up 7.
2nd down.
Tackled by Estes. Timeout Houston. They have 2 left. I formation. 2 tight ends set. Wow. I think they're going to throw, to be honest. And Kelly's going to throw. Complete to McGee. He'll cross midfield. 45, 40, 35, 30.
1st down.
Knocked out of bounds at the 31. 42 yards. Kelly to Bobby McGee. Actually, it's not Bobby McGee. I don't know what his first name is. But remember that song? Bobby McGee. Janis Joplin. Here's the replay in actual speed. Kelly, McGee in stride. And he's going for the Nestea plunge, but he's finally tripped up.
1st down. Out of bounds.
50 seconds left. Houston still has 2 timeouts. Johnson, Sanders, McGee, your receivers. Harrell and Fowler, your running backs. 2 deep zone for the Birmingham Americans. Kelly, it's a screen. Harrell has it. He'll pick up 5.
2nd down.
Tackled by Willingham. And Houston uses their 2nd timeout. They have 1 left. 2nd and 5 from the Americans' 26. Kelly in shotgun. Harrell next to him. Sanders, McGee to the bottom. McNeil and Johnson to the top. Zone coverage 2 deep for the Americans. Kelly to throw. Middle. Complete to McGee. McGee racing. And he'll bounce it to the outside and gets out of bounds. Gain of 12. So they still have that timeout in their back pocket, and that's huge. You can run the ball here. 36 seconds. Tony Frisch warms his leg on the sideline. He's already made 3. Clark and Fowler, your split backs. I would play man here, but the Americans, they're playing zone. Kelly to throw. Kelly on the draw, and he takes a big hit. Only a gain of 2. Capone looked to behead him. Houston uses their last timeout. 31 seconds left. McNeil in the slot. Sanders and McGee to the bottom. Johnson to the top. Harrell, the lone setback. Kelly barks out the singles against zone coverage. Kelly rolls, throws back the other way. Touchdown to McGee!
Touchdown.
12 yards. Kelly to McGee, and it is now 19-3. The Houston offense is clicking. Here's the replay in slow motion. Kelly rolls a bit to the right, stops, throws back the other way, hits McNeil as he crosses into the end zone.
Touchdown.
And takes the Nestea plunge. Here's the extra point by Frisch to try to put them up 20-3. And he shanked it. Tony Frisch shanks it to the right. That could be a big miss. Those missed extra points usually come back to haunt you. With 24 seconds left in the half, Houston's taking a commanding 16-point lead, 19-3, and there is a 2-point conversion in this league. Frisch to kick off. He will kick deep. The Americans need something big. From about the 6 comes Riemann. Zigzagging Riemann brought down just before the 35, 25-yard return. Myra has it, 16 seconds left. He looks like he's going to throw it up. Myra pumps, throws underneath to Jenkins. They want to get a little closer, I guess. 6 yards out of bounds. 11 seconds left. Myra back to pass. Underneath again, Jenkins. Did he get out of bounds? No, 8 yards. But Birmingham will use a timeout. 6 seconds left. This has to be the Hail Mary now. Looks like Houston's in a prevent. Myra looking. And he zips it deep down the sidelines, looking for a miracle. And it's caught by Burrows, but he doesn't get in the end zone. And that will end the first half. 50 yards. Here's the replay. But he does not get in the end zone. Myra to Burrows.
First down.
And that is the half. And unfortunately, we keep going to that part. We go to the third quarter. Station identification break. You're watching Pro Strategy Football 2021 WFL-USFL-AAFC League. 1984 Houston Gamblers USFL taking on the 1974 Birmingham Americans WFL Week 1 big matchup in the South Division on the RedSoxFan YouTube channel. I greatly appreciate your time. So Sark will kick off. Gamblers up 19-3, looking to add to that score. From the end zone comes Eason. 15, cuts the outside 20, cuts back, zigzags, and he gets to the 30. 30-yard return for Eason. He also has an interception. 14:47 to play in the third quarter. Harrell and Fowler are the backs. Johnson, Sanders, McGee, the receivers. Kelly under center. Man coverage for the Americans. It's a run. Harrell.
Second down.
2 yards on the trap play. 2nd and 8 for Houston from their 33. 4 wide receivers set for the Houston Gamblers. Johnson to the top. McNeil, McGee, Mauser to the bottom. Harrell the lone setback. Man coverage for the Birmingham Americans who trail by 16. Can the defense come up with a big play here? Jim Kelly hands it to Harrell. Harrell plunges the middle. 3 yards. 3rd and 5. Kelly brings the offense to the line of scrimmage. Man coverage again. 4 wide receivers set. 3rd and 5. It's a blitz. Kelly under duress. Throws and he hits McGee. 6 yards. Tackled by Lee. Houston moves the chains. 1st and 10 from their 42. They go back to a split backfield of Harrell and Fowler. 2 deep zone, 3 down linemen for the Americans. Birmingham really has to make a big play on defense here. Kelly gives it to Fowler, the fullback. On the dive play, picks up 2. Washington on the tackle for Birmingham. 2nd and 8. Houston goes to the 4 wide receivers set. Johnson, McNeil, McGee, and Moser. Clark the lone setback. Zone coverage for the Americans. Kelly to throw.
Incomplete. 3rd down.
That was a miscommunication on the short hitch. 3rd and 8. Again, 4 wide receivers set. Harrell the lone setback. 3 down linemen. Can they bring the pressure on Kelly? Zone coverage for Birmingham. Kelly to throw. Harrell out of the backfield. 1st down and more, but there's a flag on the play. Roughing the passer on Birmingham. A late hit on Jim Kelly. Birmingham continues to shoot their toes off. So that will add on to the end of the play. Kelly and the Gamblers now 1st and 10 at the Birmingham 28. McNeil in the slot. Harrell the lone setback. Man coverage for the Birmingham Americans. Kelly rolls. He's going to throw back the other way. Complete to Sanders. Sanders racing for the end zone. Touchdown! They ran the same play that they got the touchdown. I think it was McGee, but this time they ran it for Sanders for 6. Here's the replay in slow motion. Kelly rolls right, stops, and pops the other way. And again, this time, it's Sanders who goes in for the Nestea plunge.
Touchdown.
For Kelly to Sanders, 28 yards and the TD. Now 25-3. And if you're just joining us, Birmingham are 3-point favorites at home, over under 57. Frisch for the extra point. He missed his last one. And this one is good. So it's 26-23. Robbie Wartburg has joined us in Birmingham, Alabama. Check out that wonderful channel. Hope all is well, Robbie. Happy 4th of July, everyone. So Frisch will kick off with 12:02 to play. It's been a dominant game for the Gamblers. Too many turnovers for the Americans, 3 in all. From the goal line comes Edwards, 10, 15, cuts to the outside 20, 30, and he is brought down around the 32. They'll spot it at the 33. Myra still in at quarterback. He has been horrible. Jenkins, Duran, Homan, Bishop are the receivers. Robinson the lone setback. Man coverage, it looks like they're doubling Jenkins. You can see Myers to the top. Number 37, the free safety. Myra to throw. Myra, middle. Incomplete. Myra's day of putridness continues. Pass intended for Duran. Diala on the coverage. 2nd and 10. Cantrell the lone setback now. Zone coverage for the Gamblers. Myra to throw. Middle. Complete to Bishop. Bishop racing for the end zone. He's going to get there. No one's going to catch him. Bishop goes for the Nestea plunge.
Touchdown.
And Myra gets a little bit of revenge. Myra to Bishop, 67 yards. And the score. Here's the replay in actual speed. Bishop, the tight end, finds the seam in the zone. And he is off to the races. No one is catching him.
Touchdown.
And maybe the Birmingham Americans are back in this football game. It's now 26-9. Sark for the extra point. Reed to hold. Sark puts it through.
It's good.
26-10. The over starting to look a little bit better now. Sark to kick off with 11:33 left in the third quarter. It's a high kick. Going into the end zone. And out.
Touchback.
The wind is with them. Kelly and the Gambler offense will have it 1st and 10 at their 20. Johnson, Sanders, McGee, the receivers. Harrell and Fowler, the running backs. Zone coverage for the Americans. Kelly takes the snap. Kelly to throw. Middle. Incomplete.
2nd down.
Pass intended for Sanders. Teal on the coverage. 2nd and 10. Split backfield again for the Gamblers. Man coverage for the Americans. Kelly gives it to Harrell. They attack the middle. A big run for Harrell. And the safety, Lions, has to trip him up. 14 yards on the dive play. The Gamblers won the day at the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 at their 34. Johnson, McNeil, McGee, and Moser are the receivers. Harrell the lone setback. Man coverage, 4 down linemen for Birmingham. Kelly to throw on 1st down. Lots of time. Incomplete. He threw behind McNeil. It was a medium crossing pattern towards the middle. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Clark comes in. And so does Sanders. McNeil's in the slot. Kelly barks out the signals. Kelly gives it to Clark. Clark goes nowhere. Loss of 1. Estes on the stop for the Americans. 3rd and 11. Birmingham needs the stop here. Fowler the up back. Harrell behind him. I formation. 2 deep zone for the defense of the Birmingham Stallions. Kelly looking to convert. Kelly under duress. Kelly scrambling. And he is knocked out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
He is sacked for an 8-yard loss. Birmingham comes up huge. Walters will punt for Houston from about his 10. Low line drive kick. And here comes Smith. Smith close to the midfield mark. Picks up 9 yards on the return on the 35-yard punt. They'll spot it at the Americans' 49. Myra threw a touchdown pass in their last possession to Bishop, a long one. Under 10 to play in the third quarter. Houston 26, Birmingham 10. Haraway and Robinson are your backs. Jenkins, Bishop, and Holman the receivers. Man coverage 4 down linemen for Houston. Myra to throw. Myra to the sidelines. Complete to Jenkins, and he'll pick up a nice chunk of change. 16 yards. Mitchell on the tackle. Under 9 to play. Myra brings the Americans to the line of scrimmage. Man coverage for the Gamblers, 3 down linemen. Myra, it's a sweep to Haraway, the former Redskin. He'll only pick up 1.
Down, out of bounds.
Knocked out of bounds. Good pursuit by the Gamblers defense. 2nd and 9. From the Houston 34, Myra in shotgun formation. Robinson next to him. Jenkins and Bishop to the top. Duran and Holman to the bottom. Everyone up. There is no zone. There is no deep zone coverage here for Houston. Shotgun snap to Myra. It's a screen. Robinson racing down the sidelines, but he takes a big hit from several Houston defenders. Only a gain of 4. Young will be credited with the tackle for Houston. 3rd and 5 from the Houston 30. Myra stays in shotgun. Robinson next to him. 2 deep zone for the Gamblers. 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun. Myra throws sideline. Incomplete. Through behind Duran. 4th and 5. And here's Sark for a 47-yard field goal. Sark strikes it well and through.
It's good.
It's now 26-13. 47 yards by Sark. He made a 52-yarder. Was it 52 or 50? But now we've got a ball game here at Legion Field in Birmingham, Alabama. Sark to kick off with 7:24 to play in the third quarter. Houston 26, Birmingham 13. Big matchup week 1 in the South Division. From the end zone, taking a knee is Verden for Houston. 1st and 10 at the 20. And that's where Jim Kelly and the offense will start. Harrell and Fowler are the backs. Johnson, Sanders, and McGee the receivers. 2 deep zone for the Americans. They need to hold again. Kelly to throw. He has time. Middle. Complete to Harrell, the running back. Gain of 11. 1st down. Ball spotted at the Houston 31. Kelly in shotgun. Harrell next to him. Johnson, McNeil, Sanders, McGee the receivers. No safety help for the Americans. Will Kelly go over the top? Shotgun. Kelly pumps. Complete underneath to McGee. Only a 4-yard gain. Williams on the tackle. For the Americans, 2nd and 6, just over 6 to play in the third quarter. Split backfield for the Gamblers. Harrell and Fowler. Man coverage. 4 down linemen for the Americans. Kelly. Fowler. To the left. Only picks up 1 on the counter. 3rd and 5. Brubacher on the tackle for the Americans. Big 3rd and 5 here. 4 wide out set as the Gamblers try to stretch out this American defense. Johnson, McNeil, McGee, and Moser. Harrell the lone setback. Man coverage. Nickel for the Birmingham Americans. It's a blitz. Kelly throws incomplete. They had the pressure right in Jim Kelly's face. So the Birmingham Americans D holds again. And Walters will punt from his 20. Birmingham hoping for a big return here. From about the 22 is Smith, and he is immediately hit. No return on the 40-yard punt. 5:18 left in the third quarter. Houston 26, Birmingham 13. Jenkins, Holman, Bishop the receivers. Haraway and Robinson are the backs. Myra under center. Man coverage for the Gamblers. Myra hands it to Haraway, and the former Redskin back goes off tackle left for 6 yards. Diala on the tackle. 2nd and 4. Under 5 to play in the third quarter. It's Haraway and Cantrell in the backfield now for Birmingham. Man coverage, 3 down linemen for Houston. Myra pitches to Cantrell, and he'll pick up 2.
3rd down.
And it's 3rd and 2. Crosby fought through the blockers and torpedoed him. Harway and Robinson, staggered backfield. Everyone up in the box for Houston on 3rd and 2. Myra barks out the call. Myra. Robinson, first down and more. He crosses the Americans' 40-yard line. Gain of 9 on the counter left. Great play call and great job by the Americans' offensive line. The drive continues. 1st and 10 at the Birmingham 41. Harway and Robinson, the splitbacks. 2 deep zone for Houston. Myra gives it to Harway. Harway bounces to the outside. He'll pick up 4.
2nd down.
They'll spot it a 5-yard gain as he kept his legs a-churning. 2nd and 5. Young on the tackle for Houston. Ball at the Birmingham 46. Man coverage for the Gamblers. Myra under center. Pitch to Harway. Harway crosses midfield and more. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, and brought down from behind. Eason, the safety, with the touchdown saving tackle. Here's the replay in actual speed. A 42-yard run on the pitch right as Harway stiff-armed the first defender. And then he went down the sidelines for 42 yards. 1st and 10 for Birmingham at the Houston 12. They trailed by 13. Myra brings him to the line of scrimmage. He's thrown 2 picks and a touchdown. Holman, Bishop, Jenkins receiving. Harway, Robinson, the backs. Man coverage, 4 down linemen for the Gamblers. Myra, play action, throws to the out. Touchdown to Alfred Jenkins! And it's now 26-19. The shootout has begun here in Birmingham, Alabama at Legion Field. Here's the replay in slow motion. Myra throws his 2nd touchdown, this one coming off play action, to Alfred Jenkins.
Touchdown.
12 yards, the score, and the Nestea plunge. Remember, Tony Frisch missed an extra point for Houston. That could play huge in this game. Sark for the extra point. Reed to hold. Sark puts it up and through. 26-20. The Birmingham Americans, who were trailing by many, many points, have pulled to within 6. And that Frisch missed extra point for the Houston Gamblers looms large on the mind of the head coach for the Gamblers, Jack Pardee now. Sark to kick off. 2:07 left in the 3rd quarter. And again, the wind is with them. This time from the goal line, Eason, 10, cuts to the outside, 15, cuts back to the middle, stopped before the 25. So it'll be 1st and 10. They will spot it at the 25. They gave him an extra foot. Johnson, Sanders, McGee are the receivers. Harrell and Fowler are the running backs. Birmingham's defense has stood tall when they've had to get the Americans back in this game, and Myra's finally lighting it up through the air. Kelly assesses a situation, 3-4 man coverage. Kelly back to pass, underneath, quick hitter to McGee. Only a gain of 1 as the Americans swarm him. 2nd and 9. Just over a minute to play in the 3rd quarter. 4 wide receivers set for the Gamblers. Johnson, McNeil, McGee, and Moser. Clark the lone setback. 2 deep zone, 4 down linemen for the Americans. Kelly, Clark tries to bounce to the outside, will pick up 1. They'll say 2. That's a favorable spot. Estes on the tackle for the Americans. Kelly and shotgun on 3rd and 7. Under a minute to play in the 3rd quarter. Johnson, McNeil to the top. Sanders, McGee to the bottom. Harrell next to Kelly and shotgun. Everyone up near the line of scrimmage for Birmingham. No safety help on 3rd and 7. It's a blitz. Kelly, incomplete. The pressure got put on Kelly. He threw incomplete. Was trying to hit Harrell out of the backfield, his safety valve. And with 31 seconds, Walters will punt. The Americans are back in this football game. Here comes Jenkins. He only picks up 4. Remember, the Jenkins fumble on a punt down the sidelines gave Houston their first points when Frisch was able to boot through a field goal. 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Houston 26, Birmingham 20. Myra and Jack Godo feeling their oats now. They go 4 wide receivers set. Barros, Jenkins, Duran, Holman are the wideouts. Robinson the lone setback. Myra under center. No safety help for the Gamblers. Will Myra go over the top? It's a blitz, and Robinson runs right into it. Struggles for 1 yard. This should end the first quarter. Cantrell comes in, and that ends the first quarter. Third quarter, excuse me. 15 more minutes of football. The Houston Gamblers, 1984 USFL, 26. The Birmingham, I gotta change that. BIA, that should not be. That should be BIR. I gotta change that. Birmingham, 20 out of the 1974 WFL. Station identification break before we go to the fourth quarter. You're watching Pro Strategy Football 2021 WFL-USFL-AAFC League. Week 1, South Division, huge matchup. 1984 Houston Gamblers, 1974 Birmingham Americans on the Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. I greatly appreciate your time. Alrighty, final 15 minutes of football. Birmingham has it, 2nd and 9 on their 40. 4 wide receivers set. Barros, Jenkins, Duran to the top, Holman to the bottom. Cantrell the lone setback. Man coverage, everyone up. No safety help for the Gamblers. 3 down linemen. Myra to throw. He has time. Intercepted by Eason. That is his second pick. Third pick of Myra. So Myra falling back into his old habits. Here's the replay in slow motion. I think he was looking to throw to Jenkins, and Eason read his eyes. And the free safety steps in front and makes a crucial pick for the Gamblers. So Houston has the ball, up by 6. 1st and 10 at the Birmingham 46. McNeil in the slot. Sanders and McGee to the top, Johnson to the bottom. Harrell the lone setback. Man coverage. 4 down linemen for Birmingham. Myra getting a stern talking to from Jack Godo on the sidelines. Kelly pitches to Harrell. Not much at all. On the pitch left. No gain. Good job by Birmingham. Willingham credited with the tackle. 2nd and 10. Harrell, this lone setback once again. 4 wide receivers. Johnson to the top. McNeil, McGee, Moser, Triple M to the bottom. Man coverage, 4 down linemen for Birmingham on 2nd and 10. Kelly throws underneath to Moser, and he'll pick up 9. A quick hitter to Moser. Capone finally tripped him up. A big 3rd and 1 coming. 13:37 left in this football game. Fowler and Harrell, the split backfield. Fowler directly behind Kelly. Harrell to the left. Everyone up. Line of scrimmage for Birmingham on 3rd and 1. Kelly, quick hitter to Johnson. 2 yards and they move the chains. A quick little play action fake, and then he threw it to Johnson on a very short hitch, but they just wanted to pick up the first, and they did. Kelly's in shotgun now. Under 13 to play. Johnson and McNeil to the top. McGee and Moser to the bottom. Harrell next to Kelly. 2 deep zone for the Americans. Shotgun snap to Jim Kelly. Kelly, screen. Harrell will pick up 6. Actually, 4. Brubacher on the tackle. 2nd and 6. So they screened out a shotgun. Now Kelly goes under center. Clark and Fowler are the backs. Zone coverage for the Americans. Kelly, Fowler to the outside. 1st down. Good run by the fullback. 8 yards on the sweep right. Excellent blocking by the Gamblers. They're trying to increase that precarious 6-point lead. Remember, Frisch missed the extra point after a touchdown. Under 12 to play. Harrell the lone setback. 4 wide receivers for the Gamblers. Moser McGee to the top, McNeil and Johnson to the bottom. Man coverage, 4 down linemen for Birmingham. This comes after another Eason interception for the Gamblers from the arm of Myra, the quarterback for Birmingham. Kelly gives it to Harrell, and he's got a lot of room. He cuts back middle, picks up 6 on the off tackle left. Capone again on the stop. 2nd and 4, just over 11 to play. Fowler and Harrell are in the backfield. Man coverage, 3 down linemen for the Americans. Kelly, Harrell on the sweep. He'll pick up 1. No, they'll move it back. They'll say line of scrimmage. Teal with the tackle. 3rd and 4. Frisch warms his leg. This is a huge field goal attempt if it comes to that, to put them up by 9. Everyone up in the box on 3rd and 4 to deny the first down. Houston trying to stretch out this American defense with 4 wide receivers. Johnson to the bottom, Triple M to the top. Moser, McGee, and McNeil. Harrell the lone setback. Kelly barks out the signals. It's a blitz. They pick it up. Kelly throws to Johnson. First down and 10. That was a gain of 5. Ball spotted at the Birmingham 12. McNeil moves to the slot. Sanders comes in tight to the line. Harrell the lone setback. Zone coverage for the Americans, under 10 to play. Kelly, Harrell to the outside, and he picks up a nice chunk of change, 4 yards. Brubacher on the tackle for the Birmingham Americans. Just over 9. As Houston doing a good job of running clock. Again, they stretch out the Americans' defense. Johnson to the top, McNeil, McGee, Moser to the bottom, Harrell the lone setback. They've liked to throw to Johnson real quick in this formation. That's what we've seen. Kelly to throw. Looking. Touchdown to McGee. Kelly to McGee for the score on the medium out pattern. McGee beat his defender and takes the Nestea plunge. Here's the replay in slow motion. Kelly, all day in the world, waits for McGee to make his move, and there's the touchdown. We await the Tony Frisch extra point. It's now 32-20. Over-under was 57, and Birmingham were 3-point favorites. Well, Houston's up 32-20. We await the extra point. Right now, it's 52 points. So if you had the under early on, you're pretty happy, but not so happy now. They're going for 2. And Fowler will not get in. Fowler will not get in. So it stays 32-20. 12-point lead for Houston. What's killed Birmingham are 4 turnovers. 9:01 left in the game. Frisch to kick off. I probably would have kicked the point there, to be honest with you. Again, I don't control either team. That's a deep kick. And Edwards takes a knee deep in the end zone. Touchback, Birmingham. So Myra has thrown 2 touchdowns and 3 picks. Birmingham also has a fumble by Jenkins. Duran in the slot, Holman, Bishop, Jenkins, the other receivers, Robinson, lone setback, zone coverage for the Gamblers. Myra throws, Holman, he'll pick up 5, 6. Soggins on the tackle. 4 wide receivers set with Birmingham. They've got to score and score quickly. Holman, Duran, Jenkins, and Barros. Robinson, lone setback. Man coverage, no safety help for the Gamblers. It's a run by Robinson. He's got the first down and more. 40, 45, and brought down near the 47. So they'll spot it after the 21-yard run by Robinson on the counter right, and that caught Houston watching the paint dry, or their pants down, whatever you want to say. 1st and 10 now for Birmingham at their 47. Robinson and Haraway, the splitbacks, 2 deep zone for the Gamblers. Myra, it's a sweep the other way with Haraway. He'll pick up 2.
Second down.
Knocked out of bounds. 2nd and 8 from the 49. I formation now for Birmingham. Just over 7 to play. Haraway the up back. Robinson behind him. 3-4 man coverage for the Gamblers. They're up by 12. Myra, play action, throws a quick out. Holman, first down. No, what am I saying? short of the first down. I saw the blue line. That's the line of scrimmage. Gain of 4, 3rd and 4. Houston, they got to, Birmingham, they really got to pick up the pace here. Duran in the slot, Robinson lone setback, man coverage, 4 down linemen for Houston. Myra has time, throws Holman.
4th down.
4th and 1. He didn't run the pattern past the sticks. Lewis with a good tackle there, 4th and 1, and they're punting. Bad decision here. Oops, sorry. Sark's punts, they should have went for it, down 12 with 6 minutes to play. But they will pin Houston back deep. Houston will start 1st and 10 at their 7. 5:57 to play. They're going to question Coach Godo's decision to punt on a 4th and 1 down 12. Now Birmingham needs a 3 and out. Split backfield, Fowler and Harrell for the Gamblers. Will they run or throw? They do take risks. Kelly gives it to Harrell. He'll pick up 3.
2nd down.
Tackled by Teal. 2nd and 7, 5:21 and counting. Fowler and Harrell again in the backfield for the Gamblers. Man coverage for Birmingham. They need a 3 and out. And Harrell is stopped.
3rd down.
No gain. Stood up and brought down at the line of scrimmage. Under 5 to play. Gamblers. Mauser, McGee to the top, McNeil and Johnson to the bottom. 4 wide receivers. Harrell the lone setback. Man coverage. Nickel for Birmingham. 3rd and 7. It's a run for Harrell. He is brought down after a 2-yard gain. Birmingham holds on defense, but time is not in their favor. Walters a punt from his end zone. Birmingham coming after it. Walters gets the punt off. Birmingham needs a huge return here, but they will not have an opportunity as the ball bounces out. Birmingham 1st and 10 at their 43. 4 minutes to play in the game. They're down 12. Cantrell the lone setback. Holman, Duran to the top. Jenkins and Barrows to the bottom. Myra has thrown 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Jenkins has also fumbled, so Birmingham has turned it over 4 times. Myra to throw. Complete to Jenkins over the middle, 5 yards, but they got to go. Birmingham in the hurry up. 4 wide receivers set. Robinson the lone setback. Myra throws sidelines, complete to Holman. Doesn't get out of bounds. Gain of 12. They've got to go. Again, quickly to the line of scrimmage. Myra under center. Myra to throw. Underneath, incomplete. Penalty on the play. Offsetting penalties. Offensive holding and a offensive holding, obviously on the offense. A personal foul on the defense. It's a mulligan. We do it over. 3:13 left in the game. Houston 32, Birmingham 20. Holman, Duran, Bishop, Jenkins, the receivers. Robinson, the lone setback. Zone coverage too deep for the Gamblers. Myra needs a big play here. And Houston jumps off sides. It'll be 1st and 5 at the Houston 35. 3:13 to play. Again, man coverage. 4 down linemen for Houston. Myra takes the snap. Throws sidelines. Incomplete. Pass was a little too high for Holman. Diala on the coverage. 2nd and 10. Again, the 4 wide receivers set for the Birmingham Americans. Man coverage. 3-4 for the Gamblers. Myra to throw. Complete to Holman. Cuts back to the middle, though. Bad decision there. Picks up 12. Soggins on the tackle. Should have went to the out. Birmingham quickly to the line of scrimmage. Birmingham, Myra, pumps, looks, throws. Complete to Haraway. Out of the backfield. Picks up 12. Eason on the tackle. He's also had 2 picks in this game. Again, quickly to the line of scrimmage comes Birmingham. Duran in the slot. It's a pitch to Robinson. Robinson gains the corner.
2nd down.
Knocked out of bounds. 4-yard gain. They'll spot it at the Houston 7. 2:18 left in the game. 2nd and 6 from the 7. Cantrell and Haraway are your backs. 2 deep zone for the Gamblers. Birmingham has to score here. Myra throws.
Incomplete.
Behind Holman. Incomplete in the end zone. 3rd and 6. Barrows, Jenkins to the top. Duran and Holman to the bottom. Robinson the lone setback. Myra under center. 2:12 left in the game. Houston 32, Birmingham 20. Birmingham trying to cut the lead here with a touchdown. Myra to throw. Touchdown to Alfred Jenkins! On the medium fade to the corner of the end zone. It's now 32-26. We await the Sarks extra point. Here's the replay in slow motion. Third touchdown pass for Myra, but he's also thrown 3 picks. Beautiful corner pass in the end zone to Alfred Jenkins. It's now 32-26. Sarks for the extra point. He puts it up and through. 32-27. Over under 57. And we now stand at 59. So if you had the over, you're a winner. If you had Houston +3, you're looking good. If you have Birmingham -3, you're not looking so good. You got to think an onside kick's coming here for Birmingham. Here's the onside kick. And Houston recovers it. They had the good hands team out there. 2:03 left in this game, 32-27. Birmingham has 3 timeouts. Houston has 3 timeouts. Birmingham needs a 3 and out. The 2-minute warning will stop the clock after this play. Harrell, the lone setback. McNeil in the slot. McGee, Sanders, Johnson, the receivers. Birmingham man coverage, 4 down linemen. Again, Kelly and the Gamblers will gamble. It's a run by Harrell. He is brought down for a yard loss by Estes as Birmingham was coming for the running back. 2nd and 11. 2-minute warning. Here at Legion Field in Birmingham, Alabama, we have a slobber knocker of a game. Houston 32, Birmingham 27. Station identification break. You're watching Pro Strategy Football 2021 WFL-USFL-AAFC League. The 1984 Houston Gamblers out of the USFL versus the 1974 Birmingham Americans out of the WFL. Week 1, big matchup in our South Division. .159 left, 2nd and 11. Fowler and Harrell are the backs for Houston. Man coverage, 4 down linemen for Birmingham. Kelly pitches to Harrell, and he is brought down in the backfield. 3-yard loss. Capangs Harrell. 3rd and 14. Birmingham uses their first timeout. They have 2 left. 3rd and 14. Will Kelly throw the ball here? I formation. Birmingham in man coverage. It's a pitch to Clark, and he will not get to Clarksville. Only a 1-yard gain. Andrews on the tackle. Again, a great job by this Birmingham defense. They're much better in the second half than the first. 4th and 13. Birmingham does not call timeout. They pretty much should have. Walters punts. 1:13 left in the game. And that ball goes out of bounds around the 7. So we will set the situation. Birmingham with 2 timeouts. They trail by 5 because a missed extra point and a failed 2-point conversion by the Houston Gamblers. They have to go 93 yards for the touchdown and the win. Myra has thrown 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Jenkins has also fumbled. So 4 turnovers by Birmingham. Houston has none, I do believe. Holman, Duran, Bishop, Jenkins, the receivers. Myra and shotgun, Robinson next to him. The Gamblers, for some bizarro reason, have no safety help right now. Everyone up, mano-y-mano. Shotgun snap to Myra. Myra throws. Incomplete.
2nd down.
Batted away by Myers. Pass intended for Duran. 2nd and 10. 1 minute left in the game. Myra and shotgun once again. Now this is a 3-deep zone. You can see Eason, Myers, and Hall. for the Gamblers. 3 deep zone. Shotgun snap to Myra. Myra looking, throws, looking for the seam. Incomplete. The zone closed quickly. Pass was intended for Jenkins. 3rd and 10, 55 seconds left in the game. Again, 3 deep zone for the Gamblers. Shotgun snap to Myra. Myra, middle. Complete to Bishop, first down. Gain of 16. Still a long way to go. Birmingham uses their second timeout. They have 1 left. 49 seconds left here at Legion Field. Myra again in shotgun. Houston's decided to play man. Shotgun snap to Myra. Myra under duress, and he is sacked.
Second down.
A big pass rush by the Gamblers. Catan with the sack, 6-yard loss. Houston goes to the hurry-up, 30 seconds left. Shotgun snap, Myra throws under duress. Almost intercepted by Young. Pass intended for Jenkins. 3rd and 16, 25 seconds left in the game. 3 deep zone for the Gamblers. They need a huge chunk of change. They can use the whole field. They have 1 timeout left. Myra out of the shotgun. Throws sidelines. Complete to Holman, and he gets out of bounds.
First down.
Gain of 17. They'll spot it at the 34 of the Birmingham Americans. 19 seconds left. Again, the Americans can use the whole field. They have 1 timeout. Myra comes under center. It looks like they're going to throw the Hail Mary here. Myra back to pass. He's going to heave the magic bean as long as he can throw it. He lets it go. Deep downfield. Incomplete. Eason just gets his fingertips on it as Jenkins got behind the 3 deep zone coverage. 11 seconds left. Again, Myra looking to throw it up against the prevent. Myra waiting. Now he zips it deep. Down the middle. Will it be a miracle? No! Incomplete. Myers bats it away from Holman. 3 seconds left. This is the ball game, folks. 1 more Hail Mary. 1 more time into the breach. Myra under duress. He is sacked, and it is all over. It is all over here at Legion Field. The Houston Gamblers hold on 32-27 in a shootout week 1. Birmingham were 3-point favorites, and they will lose by 5. Over-under was 57, and we went over at 59. What a game. So Houston takes this week 1 victory at Legion Field and are quite happy with it. The killer for Birmingham, 4 turnovers, 3 interceptions by Myra, and a fumble by Jenkins. Let's go to the stats. And here are the turnovers. 4 for Birmingham, none for Houston. And there's the difference in the ball game there. Well, we're counting, 9 points off, probably more than 9 points off turnovers. Now let's go to the Houston stats. Jim Kelly, 22 of 30, 73% completion rate, 255 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Quarterback, he was sacked twice for 16 yards a loss. Quarterback rating 131.94. Myra threw the ball 46 times, completed 27, 58% completion, 355 yards, 3 touchdowns, but 3 picks. He was sacked 4 times for 23 yards and loss. Quarterback rating 77.72. Birmingham's rushing. Leading rusher, Robinson, 11 for 48. The leading rusher was actually Haraway, 7 for 56. Robinson, 11 carries, 48 yards. For the Gamblers, Harrell, 21 for 93 and a score. Receiving, Kelly spread it out. Johnson, 7 for 86. McGee, 6 for 73 and a touchdown. Harrell out of the backfield, 5 for 33. McNeil, 2 for 26 and a score. Sanders, 1 for 28. And Moser, 1 for 9. For Birmingham, Jenkins, 9 for 98, 2 touchdown receptions, but he had the fumble on the punt return that proved costly and gave Houston their first opportunity, and it was a Tony Frisch field goal. Holman, 9 for 82. Robinson out of the backfield, 3 for 18. Bishop, 2 for 83 and a touchdown. He had that 67-yard touchdown reception. Barros, 1 for 50 at the end of the half. He just missed getting into the end zone on the Hail Mary. Haraway, 1 for 12. Cantrell, 1 for 7. And Duran, 1 for 5. Defensively for the Americans, leading tackler was Capone with 12. Andrews, the defensive lineman, 2 sacks. For Houston, the leading tackler, Sawgins with 9. He had a sack. Young had another sack, and Catan had a sack. Also, Vonner had a sack. 4 sacks. Interceptions, strong safety. I said free safety one time for Eason. He had 2 interceptions, and Lewis, the defensive back, had the other. Kicking. Tony Frisch was 2 for 2 for field goals, but only 2 for 3 for extra points, and that extra point was coming into play, and they also missed on a 2-point conversion, Houston did. But they won the game, and that's all that matters. Birmingham, Sark was 2 for 2. He had a 52-yarder and a 47-yarder, and he was 3 for 3 for extra points. Houston wins 32-27. I'd like to thank Bob B., who just joined us. Hope all is well, Bob. Happy 4th of July. Happy birthday, United States of America. Thank you to Robbie Wartburg, Christopher Slovic. Check out those 2 wonderful channels. Dave Gardner, check out his YouTube channel. And, of course, Digital to Dice, best podcast out there. You can listen to it on Spreaker or wherever fine podcasts can be listened to for all your sports sim game subject matter and discussions. Thank you to Christopher Anderson. Thank you to AJC. First time we've seen him in the chat. And, of course, our good friend, SteelerFan1933, a.k.a. Matt. If you enjoyed the stream, hit that like button. If you have not subscribed and you want, please do so. And if you do subscribe, please hit the bell for notification when we go live. And also check out the other wonderful, wonderful content creators in our community. Until next time, in a shootout in Birmingham, Alabama at Legion Field, the 1984 USFL Houston Gamblers 32, the 1974 WFL Birmingham Americans 27 Week 1, and we've had quite a wonderful Week 1 so far. Also up on the channel, the Cleveland Browns 1948 out of the All-American Football Conference, and they took on the Denver Gold 1984 USFL. Tremendous games. Both these games were tremendous here in Week 1. We'll bring you 1 or 2 more Week 1 games, and then we'll sim the rest and move on to Week 2. I hope you're enjoying this league. I find it very fun, and as long as people watch it, we will continue to put it on the channel. Until next time, stay safe, be smart, treat people the way you want to be treated. I greatly appreciate your time. God bless, and you know what's coming, folks. Peace! I love you all.